What's up guys, my name is Remus and welcome to Indie Review, the show where we showcase a new indie game every single week in hopes of finding you a new time waster. Let's get it rolling. Today we're going to be reviewing War Thunder. Now, you might be thinking, Remus, War Thunder is an indie game. I played on the Xbox and the PlayStation and on PC, so it can't be an indie game, it's on platforms. Well, I beg to differ. Let's look up the definition of indie game, shall we? An independent video game, commonly referred to as an indie game, is a video game that is created without the financial support of a publisher. Indie games are often focused on innovation and relied on distribution. Well then, you know what that means? That means that War Thunder is an indie game. Ha! Guess what we're gonna be reviewing today? You guessed it, because I've said it several times. War Thunder. Let's get into it. Remember when your mother used to feed you and say, "Here comes the airplane," and fly the food straight into your mouth? Well, probably not because you were really young, but I'm sure you were thinking, "Mom, that's not an airplane, that's a freaking spoon." Well, that's exactly what War Thunder is like, except the planes aren't spoons, and they don't feed you formula, they feed you entertainment. War Thunder is a free-to-play World War II inspired tank/dogfight simulator and soon-to-be warship simulator game that was released in August of 2013 by Gaijin Entertainment. Originally released as a flight sim, this game took off with fans from all demographics, from die-hard simulator fans to casual gamers who just wanted to waste some time. The game earned a 9.5 on Steam and a 4.5 out of 5 on Google Play, receiving over 20,000 downloads in its first year. No matter who you are, I guarantee you can find something fun in War Thunder, amidst its many game modes, play styles, and other various features. War Thunder is comprised of two parts, tanks and planes, both of which have their own separate ability trees and game modes. Because of this, the two parts are very diverse, being practically their own games, so this review will split into two parts in order to cover all the material the game has to offer. I'm just waiting for the battle trains to come out, then we'll have a good review. As you've probably already noticed, today we're going to be focusing on the flight portion of the game, which on its own could be a separate title. The game has many game modes including arcade, realistic, and simulator, all with their own strategies and playstyles. Arcade mode is very unrealistic. You can ram planes, go ridiculously fast, and do all sorts of flips and tricks without any worry of stalling or rolling into a death spin. It's the most commonly played game mode out of all of these modes, and in my opinion it's the most fun, because it's much faster paced than the other modes. Realistic mode is the semi-realism part of this game. It lets you climb altitude quickly, but it's easier to stall, and overall has a bit more of a real feel, sometimes taking up to 10 minutes to get to a bomb site. The game uses real battles from actual wars that are well put together and serve as a story of some sort. Simulator mode is basically like real life. You have to be very careful of your altitude, how fast you're going, your fuel, which will run out after about an hour, and how you turn your plane. Regardless of the mode you play on, this game feels more like an MMO than an arcade shooter at times, with large maps and lots of players. The game can be really hard to master, but it's very fun once you do. With many different missions, maps, and different aircrafts, it's hard to get bored of. But at times it can seem a little slow, but you could always just jump on an arcade match if you're feeling it. The game has many different roles. You could be dogfighting, or you could be escorting a bomber to its objective so it doesn't get shot down easily. It's this that keeps the game interesting. There's always a new playstyle to try or a new plane to fly. This is why I will be adding this game to my list of favorites. The game has a very mature audience, but also a very casual audience that is great and friendly for new players. I was able to start taking down planes in my first couple of matches due to its well done ranking system the game has. And as far as the graphics go, the game has 5 different graphics modes, including Movie, where you can take sick footage for shorts or any other sort of use. I personally play on High, but most people play on Medium or Low because of the lack of foliage you can see through. I asked my good friend, who's an experienced player, what his thoughts were on the game, and he gladly decided to pitch in, adding this. In the broad spectrum, War Thunder has something for everyone, whether that be for new players who seek a quick and action-packed dogfight in the skies of Berlin, or experienced pilots who want to live the life of a bomber over the shores of Okinawa. You can work your way from very old and primitive vehicles to the war heroes of World War II, to the jets and the tanks of the Korean War. Skill level stays with you. As you increase in ability, so will the ability of your vehicle. In addition, you can expand many different trees of technology. 5 nations, US, England, Germany, Russia, and Japan all have trees of both aviation and army. Researching all of these vehicles is the ultimate goal of a hardcore War Thunder pilot. The thrill will captivate the enthusiast. Although it seems tedious and slow at times, a short burst of brilliant strategy and combat is what keeps pilots coming into this truly epic simulator. And a truly epic simulator it is. providing players with almost flawless experience that rivals some AAA games. The game scores high on replayability, scoring an 8 out of 10. This game does an amazing job in captivating an audience, keeping me sucked in some late nights for later than I would prefer. As far as fun goes, this game scores very high at 9 out of 10. I have a hard time putting this game down sometimes. It has something for all moods. You want to kill an hour fast? Join a simulation match. You want to kill 20 minutes but you don't want to commit to a long game? Join an arcade game. And the final rating of this game is an 8.5. This game delivers a powerful and almost nostalgic experience that rivals most games above and beyond its league. I will continue to play this game and I hope you guys check it out as well. The link is in the description. Anyway, this is my quick review of War Thunder. If you guys enjoyed, click that like button and subscribe, and be sure to check out other episodes of Indie Review. My name is Remus and I will see you in the next one.